and say how you find out. How long ago you first start coming to us, and where we were, and what problem did you have?
About 12 years ago.
12 years ago?
Yeah, I would say so.
And how did you find out our place?
My brother had given me...
Your brother told you about it?
Y'all had worked on his knee.
I work...
he had pain in his knee.
Oh, I help your brother knee problem?
Yes.
Oh, otherwise he will not tell you.
Because I had never heard of you in my life.
Yeah, yeah.
And he gave me your card, and so I was having problems with my wrist. I broke my wrist. And when
you broke your wrist? What did you do to break the wrist?
Weightlifting.
Oh, weightlifting.
And I broke it when I was in high school.
Oh.
Had 2 surgeries on it afterwards. None of them worked.
Oh, 2 surgery.
Yes, and the bone is still broken there now.
Yeah.
Never healed.
Oh, never healed.
I went to a recent surgeon, and he told me the only thing he could do was to fuse the bone. He said, there's no cartilage left in here, and he says he's surprised that I'm not crying in pain.
Oh, but he was surprised that you were still
going.
Still
going. Well,
going.
it hurts me, but I'm never going to have surgery.
It was swelling too. That's
it was swollen up it got quite large. My wristwatch would not go on my hand anymore. So I told him, well, just forget about it.
What could they do to fuse it?
They wanted to fuse the bone together.
And he wouldn't be able to bend.
And I wouldn't be able to bend my wrist at all. It would just stay straight.
After the fusion, you will not be able to bend.
No, it would not bend
you
at all.
did not want to.
I did not want to be like that. And
first time he gave him a shot. First time he x-rayed. He x-rayed it. That's when he told all the doctors, come see, this is something very unusual. This man has no cartilage. He should be in pain. And all the doctors were looking at his x-ray and said, oh, that's bad, that's bad. And so he came back in and he said, I can give you a cortisone shot, and that'll last a couple of months. And so he took the cortisone shot, and we went back in a couple of months and got another one. And then about the 3rd time he wanted to get another shot, that the doctor says, I can't do this anymore. I have to do surgery. And that's when my husband decided, no, I don't want to lose my wrist. I don't want to lose, not being able to bend. So that's when he stopped going, and then we came here.
Now, you mentioned you have one time a panel of doctors, not just one, and a group of doctors seeing
at the x-rays, and they never had seen someone with such bad damage, no cartilage, and they thought
worn out. There was none left.
Yeah, and they thought that he'd be in pain.
How many doctors seeing you at that time? Group of doctors? A few?
About 4. Yeah.
4 doctors? Oh.
Yeah. 4 doctors that worked on the floor came to look because it was something unusual.
The doctor asked me if I would okay for those doctors to look at my x-ray, and I told him I didn't mind. It doesn't make any difference. And so he used that as an example. And then after that, I forgot about it for the longest time. After it had been years since I had seen you, and y'all had moved, and I thought, well, I couldn't get a hold of you.
And then you came to us for the wrist treatment.
Right.
And then how many treatment did I render to you?
1.
1 only?
1.
Right after which?
And
you have no pain?
No more pain.
And then what did you do?
And then I couldn't believe it when I saw this, because I lived in pain all my life.
Yeah.
And
how many years you have the pain with your wrist?
I was
many years.
18 years old.
Wow, 18.
And he's 61 now.
Wow.
I'm 61 now.
And it's always given him trouble.
I did have a little bit more pain with it. I came back to you and all that. My hands.
And after the pain, what did you do? You could go to weightlifting?
Well, I went back to weightlifting, and I've lifted for 10, 12 years after that.
Right after the treatment, you
I went right back to weightlifting.
Oh, so
with no problems, and I was doing very heavy lifting as well.
Oh.
And
how many pounds could you lift?
Bench press around 305. I was doing just everything. Any curls. It's probably about 120 pounds. And no problems at all. I didn't have any problems for years.
At that time, just 1 treatment?
1 treatment. And I only came, my brother gave me the card. I called you guys, I made an appointment, and I thought, this is never going to work. And I said, I'm wasting my time, but I'm going to do it anyway. I came in, and when I left, I had no pain in my wrist, and I thought, I can't believe this. So I don't go to the surgeons anymore. I come to you. But and I mean, it's been years since I've seen you in between, but I had a little bit of problems with it and all that, and I had some carpal tunnel syndrome with this one. And so I've seen you twice, and this is gone. I have no more pain. This was keeping me up at night. I was running out of hands. So I came in. Y'all worked on this.
That was how long? How many days ago you came?
A week.
A week ago.
Yeah, a week ago. And
so
the
today,
first treatment took away 80% of the pain. Today took the other 10 or 15 with it.
Today is your second treatment.
Second treatment.
And you have no pain on the right hand now?
No, none on the right.
And what about? Can you describe what your left hand is problem?
Well, at the bone right in the very center here, it's like a lima bean.
Yeah.
It's cracked in half. And it's still cracked in half.
Yeah.
They did 2 surgeries in Louisiana when I was 19 years old. They put a stub in there to try and get it to graft back together. Never worked.
Oh.
You know, now at this point now it's still broken, but there's no cartilage. I've worked it so hard, weightlifting and things, and all. There's no cartilage. But I don't have any pain with it at all.
After second treatment, you have no pain now.
No pain now.
It's a nice way to do away with the pain. Is that right?
Oh, and, I can sleep at night. I could not sleep.
Oh, you before the treatment you could not sleep?
No, I mean I was in with this here especially. This was keeping me up. I could not sleep at night. Period.
So you have quite high level of pain because of which you could not sleep.
Yes, and I can usually sleep pretty easy.
Yeah.
So, but this was the best one to me because this one here I lived in pain for years. You know. And after I left your office.
Why? I have your first time you forgot about acupuncture treatment?
I just, as life went on, I just forgot about it for the longest time. The surgeon was telling me there's nothing we can do for you if we can't go in and graft that bone. And you I don't know. He said, I don't know how you're not crying in pain right now. And I said, well, the pain to me of going through a surgery and living with a cast on my wrist for 6 months is not worth it to me. I'll just deal with it. And
so you found me again this time?
I found you again.
How did you find out?
Oh, I pulled up an old card, called your number, hoping it was correct, and sure enough, I got a hold of you. And then when I did, you gave me your new address, and I came in.
Okay.
And it worked fine. I haven't had any problems with my wrist as far as the pain. So I'm very happy.
We are happy we help you.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Now 12 years ago when you had the 2 surgeries, it was done in Louisiana.
Well, it was more like 25, 30 years ago.
Wow.
But it was the surgeon that was the worked for the New Orleans Saints. He did all of their surgical work on their football players.
So he's a very well-known surgeon.
Well-known. Yeah. Very well known. I was referred to him from Shreveport, Louisiana, where I lived, and I had to travel down to New Orleans, and they did the surgery there. And then every 6 weeks, I had to go in and have him take a look at my wrist. And after about 6 months treatment, wearing a cast, they finally cut it off and said they thought I was okay.
Can you show me the place that you have surgery?
Yes. I have the scar right here. It goes this way, this way, and this way, like a Z.
Oh, okay.
And they would peel the skin. I think they peeled the skin back and did the surgery and all that, and then sewed me back up.
Okay.
But I've had 2 surgeries on it and refused to have a third.
Okay, good.